Welcome back, everyone. The time now is 6:14 this morning. Well, maybe we really didn't get active in the thunderstorm department, but certainly a pretty active weather day yesterday and even more today. So let's go ahead and get into what we're seeing this morning with your RV World Yuma Skycam here. So undoubtedly you've seen the pictures of the red sun last night, but you can see some of that here live on your screen on your RV World Yuma Skycam with the view of the water tower. So the Yuma area amongst the rest of the desert Southwest are going to be seeing some pattern shifts over the next few days, but over time the hazy skies from the smoke should actually alleviate. So if you take a look at the maps right here, we should have clear skies in the coming days, and well, we're pretty much done with the excessive heat, and obviously thunderstorms not an issue for us either, and let alone much of the west and the desert Southwest. Temperatures have been an issue, not as much though today. So you can see we're dealing with the high end of the 90s even though we're coming out of that excessive heat. So you can see the areas that are getting the most smoke in the region here. Fresno is seeing a large part of it, of course, with the wildfires burning there, and that's moving down south into our area. Now, very similar temperature spectrum applies to us as well, but keep in mind with the moisture content in the air, it feels a little bit hotter than what those numbers actually indicate. So if you take a look at the overall region here, so we can see a wavy polar vortex here moving from the north from Canada, pushing that cold air down south, and that's going to be attributed to the cooler weather that we're going to be experiencing starting tomorrow. So we might even reach the 60s for the low temperature, so we'll definitely see how that plays out. Definitely some exciting times right here if you do like the cooler temperatures. Now, the interesting news that we do have a swath of cold air coming in, as like I mentioned, the polar vortex formation coming from the north going in to the interior west into the Midwest, and we're going to get the side blessing effect in the temperature realm as well. So a strong storm system will move out of the North Rockies into the Southwest, bringing those cooler temperatures. Taking a look at the headlines though, so more smoke will be ahead today, and then a heat decrease as well, and then a summer snap possibly coming up as we move into tomorrow. So wind alerts right here, you can see a red flag warning and a high wind advisory will be in effect today. So you can see the areas here pretty much everywhere in the desert Southwest will be affected. The air quality index in the valley areas, they are seeing moderate air quality conditions as well, also that attributing to the blowing dust and the higher wind conditions. So moving on into the current temperatures right now in Yuma, it is pretty mild, 84 degrees currently, 80% for the humidity levels though, so we are still seeing that saturated air, but not to worry because that is expected to dip down, especially as we move on into the afternoon hours. So moving on into the afternoon forecast, 101 degrees is expected in Yuma, much cooler compared to the last couple of days, 102 in the valley areas, and moving on into later tonight, 66 degrees is what's expected in Somerton, 74 degrees in Yuma. So overall, windbreakers is what you want to bring out today, and then the warmer jackets tomorrow, as we are going to be experiencing much cooler temperatures then. So moving on into the next 8 days, you can see a very clear cooling trend right here as we move on tomorrow and then into Thursday. And then as a cold front passes through our area, we are going to be experiencing a gradual warm up again come this weekend. 105 degrees expected on Saturday, Sunday at 107 degrees. Stick around, more news after the break.